Okay, are we all ready? Shall we just go through what answers we've got then? So, basically the aim of today is to get information about infection control, in particular correct hand washing techniques, because that will minimise the risk of cross-infection. So, number one, what are the common healthcare associated infections and how are they transmitted?
Diarrhea and sickness.
Very good. Yeah, but what have you got?
I put colds and sickness.
Yeah, very good.
Yeah, I put sickness.
Yeah, basically that's it. 80% of infections are transmitted by dirty hands. So, yuck. So the next one, why is hand hygiene important? Sandra? Oh, sorry.
So that germs are not passed on to others in day-to-day life.
Yeah, good answer.
To stop the spread of infection.
Yeah, brilliant.
I put to stop spreading bacteria.
Yeah, yeah, basically, all correct. It's the simplest and most effective way to reduce the number of microorganisms, which are germs, basically. Okay, so when must hand washing be performed?
Have to go into the toilet.
Yeah,
I put the same thing.
yeah,
I put that and like maybe before like you have something to eat.
yeah, well done, bro. See, she's put something a bit different, which is nice. So immediately before or after any direct contact with any patient, before and straight away after any procedure or activity with a patient, using the toilet, preparing food, when you've coughed into your hand or sneezed, blown your nose, anything really. How long should the procedure last?
30 seconds.
What have you got, Sandra?
3 to 4 minutes.
Okay.
I put 2.5 minutes.
So, Brooke's right again. It's 15 to 30 seconds.
It's actually.
Yeah, it is. So, it doesn't seem very long, but if you do it correctly, that'll get rid of all the germs. So, is wearing gloves a substitute for hand washing?
No.
Correct. No, it's not. You should wash your hands before you put the gloves on and after you take them off. So that's that. Lovely. If you go to the next sheet that you've got, that is hand washing and hand hygiene facts. So we'll just have a quick read through, and it basically just tells you a few facts on where it came from. So it says, a Hungarian obstetrician showed that hand washing greatly reduced infections in newborn babies. The doctor attempted to promote hand washing and cleanliness amongst his colleagues, but they were so offended that they committed him to an insane asylum. So that was 150 years ago, and now it's a well-known fact that hand washing greatly reduces the spread of disease. Yet studies show that only 67% of people practice any hand hygiene at all. Researchers believe that this is low because whilst people have a vague idea that it's important, they don't grasp the facts on why they should be doing it. So, any questions or comments? No? So 80% of communicable diseases are transferred by touch, so obviously via your hands. It can spread illnesses. If you touch food with contaminated, dirty hands, you can spread Salmonella, E. coli, Staphylococcus, which is not nice. This is quite a shocking fact really, and I didn't realise this until I was getting research for this lesson. So diarrhea is the second most common cause of childhood death, which I find quite amazing really. And touching the face with contaminated hands spreads illnesses such as pneumonia, and that is the #1 cause of childhood death. So it's really important that you wash your hands correctly. Okay, so what we'll do, we'll move on to the next thing. All the information from today's session is in your packs, so you can read about it more in depth later on. So what we're going to do is, we're going to take a quick look. I've got a short YouTube video, and it's just showing you what happens with this glow germ, it's called. So that was just a little demonstration to show that it's, you know, dead easy to miss dirt. So you need to really be careful. Right. Okay, so if you look at one of your sheets have got pictures of hand washing techniques. So if you take a quick look at that, it just basically shows you in stages how to do it correctly. So I think the best thing to do is take it in turns, pop to the sink and just have a little practice at hand washing, because it is about practice and getting the technique correct to remove all the bacteria, because unfortunately I don't have any glow germ. So yeah, if take it in turns, and whoever wants to go first can go first, and just take your sheet with you and have a little practice. Who's going first?